We're starting? It started. I guess mic is working.
Yeah, we're gonna reload this and
Yeah.
check with the sound.
Hello.
Make sure you play the theme music.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
but
theme
now
music
we're
is good.
we have theme music that we use. We basically put the theme music on if we're like setting up, where like we go live and we're just setting up. But it is. I don't want to talk over it.
Okay, let's see if I can hear it.
Oh, there you go. Okay, we're good. Cool. Hello, everyone.
Yeah, mute it. Alright, so you don't get echo. I know I'm here. I don't know if maybe the words gotta go out. Or has it gone out?
It should. It's automated. Everything automates.
He
Hello.
said he's ready for the stream.
Taco. He's there. Yeah, I think some bot's gonna post in Twitch or Discord or somewhere. We're live, so but we're actually live on air now. All right, hello. So apologies for basically it being a shorter stream tonight because I have to do a holiday trip tomorrow morning, so we're going to probably cut it. Actually, jeez, I don't know how much we're going to get done. Like, I think 10:30 is like the latest I want to go, but at this point it is almost 9, so we may only get like an hour. So I guess I'll get started in a second. It's just me and Greg at the moment. Greg is here.
They're physically present.
Physically
yes.
present,
I guess
yeah.
Is that my cue to say hi?
Yeah.
I just wait till you say my name 4 times and then I'll say it. You're just talking to yourself. I swear he's here.
Yeah. that's always a fun. I'm wiping off. There's like I think there's a nail in the wall of our projector. Someday we'll have a photo of like our setup so you can see, because we've always project our streams. You see that though? That's like reflecting.
Where?
On my mouse.
Your mouse?
Yeah.
There's something there?
From this angle, I can see it.
I don't see anything.
All right.
What are you talking about?
Wow.
I'll check this, make sure. You think it's down here somewhere?
Yeah.
There's a scuff mark.
Oh yeah, it's probably because we never streamed this with the lights on, so I think that might be what's up.
Oh, maybe I'll get your eyes checked out. You okay?
Maybe.
You got to do bright light. So Taco Philippi has no idea what we're talking about. We're just,
it's been a long week.
I can't see this stream. I just see TVGS transmissions.
Yeah.
Build a
So
game.
let me transition over to that. So we're here. So this is Build a Game. If you haven't been here before, this so basically we have a game we've been working on for.
I see 4 things right now.
4 things, yeah. Is that correct?
Oh, we're supposed to see all 4 things?
Yeah, those.
Not that big? Okay.
Yeah, it's just it's 4 windows.
Got it.
It is the easiest way I can show what's happening without all being on one screen and being confusing.
Crazy.
So it's a crazy setup, but yeah. So Build a Game is where we've been working on a game from community suggestions. So I've been working in Unreal, which has proven to be a challenge, somewhat. Not too difficult, but it's just an engine I'm not very used to. So I've been kind of like starting from scratch with a lot of stuff. But we have this game where we're basically trying to keep chinchillas happy from turning them into and if they're happy, then they won't turn into monsters. But all we have at the moment, so we have chinchillas that randomly generate hats. We have meteorites falling from the sky, which chinchillas may hatch from, or the chinchillas may just rain upon us. We'll kind of play around with it.
Is it a hamburger as a hat?
Yeah, it's kind of more of a backpack.
Backpack.
I guess, yeah. Well, because I was trying to do them all as hats, and it kind of worked, but
yeah. Step into the head a little bit more, but yeah.
Oh, so and then they also explode when we touch them. So we're at a point where we have kind of entities that are there's stuff we can do with them, like we can touch them and then they do a little explosion. It's not that much. Oh, I think the last thing we worked on was, let's see, okay. So the last thing we finished last week, so I do, well, I was going to say we have the first episode of this up on YouTube. The others may or may not be up there. So there's like 2 streams of this, I believe.
If this is 4, shouldn't there be 3?
Yeah. So there's 2 I need to like upload to YouTube. Which I will probably next week get to. Because I also been like trying to make like builds of these that I can push to like GitHub and Google Drive, so like you can follow along with the work we've been doing. If you want to like just experiment on your own and continue whatever work. But the main goal is like at the end of this series, which I think since tonight is going to be really short, we're probably going to do like I guess one more. We might do an extra one just to kind of make up for time. But the idea is like we have a complete level that you can walk through. It's got some gameplay you can interact with in some fashion. We'll see how like actual advanced it gets. So because we have like this vending machine. This is like a dust packet. It's like 1.5 pounds. Yeah, I like that. So I mean, there's like a lot of mechanics we have working. We do have like a happiness meter, happy increase. That's interesting.
Did you make it?
Yeah, I don't remember what. So I gotta look through some of my own code. But I think I'm pretty sure where we left off is like when you hit a chinchilla with like a dust thing, it'll like I don't know what the word. It'll like actually increase its happiness. So like it just has a very slowly decreases happiness, and yeah. Okay, so looking into this
other
other
window.
window.
Decrease on the happiness. Like it'll just happen over time.
Yeah.
Is that what's working?
So happy increase. Interesting.
I imagine, yeah, it's just.
So yeah, I'm looking at the code in the other window, which I guess you can probably see on the stream.
I can see on the stream. I can't see it on this
on the
screen.
On the screen, yeah.
On the projector.
So I'm kind of looking. But anyway, so like we have it set up so like when a chinchilla gets hit with a dust packet, its happiness will increase or reset, and then it basically you just have to like keep that up. So there's going to be, I guess, a mechanic of we got to do something with them where something bad will happen if their happiness goes down to 0. At this point, like I think. So I mean, for tonight, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a bad thing happen. I don't know if I want to do, because we kept talking about the idea of like they'll turn into monsters or chupacabras.
Yeah.
When they aren't happy anymore. I don't think I can get to that tonight, or we might. I might look for a model, but I mean
Well, what would that require? You just need a model, and then just delete this model and create another model instead.
We'll have a like.
That would be the basics of it, wouldn't it?
Yeah. So when I think about that, because
there's no way you could deform these models.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, it's possible if I made my own model, but that is above my skill level. We do have some.
I think it's an hour doable to grab a model and then throw it in and get it just to replace the other one.
We had this monster mesh, which I'm gonna look and see on Google. So I also will say, like, you can check out on Twitch. It should say the commands for accessing the. So there's like a Google form you can like submit suggestions to, which I'll look at periodically. So it's kind of just like there's not really any requirements besides what I outlined there. Where basically it's like don't tell me to like make a racing game in the middle of this. That's not going to be cool. Look at Google Poly.
Well, it's a race against time, so there,
Yeah.
it's already in there. Yeah?
There we go. Fish.
This is where we got the original one from, the original rat.
Yeah. Scar. So this is like Google's, oh, this is really cool. It's really high res. So it's just like a place for people to like upload models. Google has a lot of most of the models we got, I think we got from Google themselves. Like the models they initially, the models they initially populated it with.
Yeah.
There's like R2 and stuff.
Well, what kind of monster are we going for? Are we going for like realistic and grotesque, or just kind of cartoony and silly?
I guess kind of like. So I mean, we keep talking about the Chupacabra, but I've kind of been, I guess, in my mind thinking kind of like a Gremlins thing of like, you know, it's something that kind of like maybe like a more realistic looking rat, but like maybe like more monstrous sort of thing. Actually, let's look at rat.
Gremlin? Yeah, I'll research that. Rat monster. I don't know what the heck you're talking about.
Yeah. So I use this side because it's like just easy to. Yeah.
Dirty Rat Slim.
Gopher. Desert Shrew.
Well,
That's our wood rat.
what are those large rodents that are in Australia?
Capybaras.
Yeah, maybe there's a. Yeah, I know there was C. I don't know how to spell it though. You got it. Oh, it doesn't look monstrous.
Yeah, it just
No.
looks cuter.
There.
Let's do a monster. Cause like I don't.
What? Super Nintendo?
Yeah, it's interesting.
It has a monster of a game system. Well, did you try Gremlin yet?
I did not.
Some weird Gremlin.
It's interesting. Oh, that's a little. I don't know how much I like this one. That's an interesting way to solve that problem. I don't know. Is it like generating like a fireball or something, or?
Is this just his insides?
Yeah, I don't know. Cause that's its. I thought that was like its tongue reaching out, but that's its tongue right
Yeah,
there.
that's what it looks like. Its tongue there.
So it's like generating a fireball.
That's just his intestines, right?
I guess maybe. It's an interesting
Give a
idea.
description of it.
What's the
his
license?
First time making anything, wanted to make it spicy. Creative Commons. I think
Yeah.
that means you gotta attribute, right?
Yeah, so I might just try an FBX. Just want to check this out.
Yeah, I think it just means
Great.
that you credited.
Yeah. So I'm going.
Yeah, speaking of, I found out Unity Asset Store does not allow those licenses, the Creative Commons.
Oh, interesting.
They have to be the creative type that don't allow attribution.
I don't know. I kind of, the more I think about it, like this is kind of the progression I like with this creature. For it to like turn into this like hyper, it looks mad. It doesn't, it doesn't look like it looks very uncomfortable. Like the creature
Very
itself
much
is
so.
is not enjoying being this way.
And it's quite a big change from what we have.
Yeah.
I think we could just throw one in the scene and then compare what they look like in the scene.
Did I download the file?
That shouldn't be too difficult.
Yeah, so I will look. Let's bring back.
Chris says it's a pig with a cannon in it.
Yeah.
Okay, I can get behind that too. Which makes sense, probably, that it's so angry now, it's developed weapons.
Oh, I did not download it. I want to download. Oh, because I think I clicked away from it. There we go. Thing about it is that it does kind of like the Chupacabra is kind of like this goat thing. I mean, it's like a creature from legend, so there's like multiple interpretations. But like, if this kind of seems like a thing you could describe as a Chupacabra, like, you know. I don't know.
Okay.
That's my rationale. So let's.
It's good. It's video game rationale. It's fine.
Yeah.
We are in fantasy land.
So I'm going to pop that right in.
I guess now this is looking a little less alien. This whole UI we're in.
Yeah. FBX. So this is the thing of, oh geez.
Well, if it does have a cannon, as Taco Bill's suggested, that's going to be an easy jump then to having it shoot at the player.
Yeah.
And we know where it come from, inside.
That's true. Oh no, it's one of these. It's just
it's in its pieces.
Yeah.
Because they didn't put it together.
So I mean, because I think one of the things Google Poly is like, you can use it with an app where you just build a thing out of blocks and it's not technically a single object. Oh, that's a shame. I was kind of. Let me download the OBJ.
Yeah, that's really weird that this just mold it, or just like this apparent to all of those things.
Yeah.
Well,
oh wow.
Drag in one piece of it and see what it looks like.
Unreal was not happy about any of that. I might delete this. It's taking an awful long time to load.
Well, so this might be the unfortunate circumstance because the person did say this is the first time making it, so maybe they didn't know what was going on and they made a lot of bad things.
I'm gonna delete Monster One.
Can you delete in the middle of compiling?
Yeah. Well, it's just compiling shaders or something.
Wow, that takes a long time to delete.
Yeah. Well, it was the same thing of like it's just a model of it's like several models stuck together to look like one object.
Yeah, I'm just noting that maybe it's at max 20 files and it took that long.
Yeah. No, there's a lot.
A little bit more than 20, but I would still be mad.
Yeah.
I delete some on my hard drive. Did that and it took that long.
Oh, Unreal's been. Oh, jeez.
Oh, we've got more shaders now.
Yeah, that's interesting. I'll make a new
Addition
folder.
through subtraction.
Hello.
Hello. Hi. Welcome.
Alright, the interactive showcase.
Okay.
So Taro will be joining us too. He's putting stuff away.
Okay.
Nice.
We got a show you. This is what we're trying to make.
Oh wow!
It's an interesting.
What is that? Oh, cool.
Some weird gremlin thing, which the initial import of it did not turn out very well. So we're trying the second.
Yeah.
I mean, the only other thing I could think of is I open up Blender and just like parent everything. Like that might work.
Oh, Blender.
I could. I don't think I'm gonna.
I think at that point I would just be looking for new models.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a chance that might be quick, but there's a higher chance it won't be.
Yeah.
So going with the cone of probability there, let's say. And Unreal's having.
Yep, same thing. Okay. Well, less. It's kind of better organized.
Okay, if you try doesn't maybe Mixamo doesn't do quadrupeds.
Mm,
Don't they have like 3D models that are even animated on that place?
yeah, they might. I might look. Is Chad saying? Chad have any ideas?
No, besides the pig with a cannon in it.
Yeah.
I mean, I know
I
Mixmo
like-
has a lot of bipeds that are for ESOs, but
Well, Mixamo?
yeah.
Maximo?
I actually recently just got reacquainted with it because someone making voxel characters through a magic voxel thing used Mixmo to animate them. But maybe
Why
this
is
has
this-
been changed. I don't know.
This character's like the only one that'll move when I mouse over it.
There's no resorts for rat, so maybe I have to make an account actually.
Maybe. Let me put this back up. Yeah. Is everything showing up? Oh, okay. Yeah.
I just scrolled down for some reason.
Oh, there is a scroll down. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, maybe. And what else? We have free 3D things. What's that other place? Oh, there's open game art, of course.
Yeah. I don't know if. Wait, is that 3D?
Sometimes. It's just whatever people want to throw up there.
Yeah.
So I can help the search with the open game art too. Rat and just gotta switch it up. I know there's always I came across, but a quick Google search would do it.
So I'm just
I
gonna.
mean, what is 3D anyways, right? We can just get a 2D thing and plaster it on a ball. A rat, low poly, a creature rat, an evil giant rat.
I don't know. So
Yeah. Or, no, you don't have access to chat, do you?
I don't. So I do have this model in Blender as one model.
Okay. Well, then maybe then.
I'll show for the folks here.
Is there?
Can I?
Oh yeah, that is one model. If I found a model for you to look at, how would I get it to you?
You could send it. I mean, well,
Discord? Is that quicker than to chat?
yeah. I mean, you could send it over Discord.
Just maybe this ends up being good, but then.
Yeah, this. I think I might be able to get this to work.
Okay,
Go
that'll
to
work
edit
out.
mode. Which I apologize for people on stream won't be able to see this, but
I think it helps out. Then we could kind of
Yeah.
outsource some of the. Well, it's not really outsourcing, but help crowdsource. That's the type of source. All these sources. Yeah, they always have the lamp in their camera. Why isn't it showing up as one thing without else? What if you just saved it as a different file name here?
well, because like each you kind of see here a little bit. Like each component of it is like its own.
Oh, they're all equal.
Yeah, so I'm trying to just have them like all merged as one object. I'm gonna Google that real quick. Like, how to merge two objects in Blender. Create a cube object.
To join everything, Control J. Select it.
Yeah, I want to join them. I need to see how, because if this may be what I think it might be, which is it may want me to join like each object together. If there's like 50 objects, I don't know.
Oh, like you could just select all of them and do.
Actually, yeah,
join,
let's
like
actually.
box select all of them. Or?
All right. Oh God. Okay. Yeah. So it's like. I need a lamp. I might move this over here just because I could do it quicker.
Yeah, wherever you got the space for it.
Yeah.
It'll be fine. Scott, I'm surprised it's not. Well, it's not probably is going to be an asset to kind of sculpt things within Unity. I mean, Unreal.
I see. Oh, I think it worked.
Yeah, just join them all.
Yeah, just Control J and they all worked. I'm going to try exporting that.
All right. Though, if we all had them in separate pieces, we could make it explode. Right?
We could. I'm not.
Like tear apart the mesh?
Yeah. I think I misspelled that, but that's alright.
Yeah, as long as you consistently misspell it, you'd be okay.
Yeah.
Oh, if it was all the different pieces, you know, as it slowly turns into the monster, like the piece comes like from out, like grows on it.
Yeah.
So it's like slowly growing into it. That would be the next iteration.
No idea what any of this group is. Alright, so I need to just clean up. Nope, it is not going to let me clean that up. Delete. This might fix what we got going on.
Although in Interactive Showcase was a gentleman that showed up named Aaron. He said he used to be a...
Oh yeah, he was one of my students.
Yeah, he actually was showcasing his game. He said he was you there too. It's based on that franchise, Immortal.
Shadowhunters.
Yeah.
Shadowhunters.
Yeah, well, I heard a lot about Shadowhunters. I learned a lot about the differences between the show and the book.
Yeah, you got some people to play it. One person was enjoying it quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
The images and everything.
Yeah, it was a fun game to help Aaron with.
Yeah, he seemed very proud of it. He wanted everybody to play it. Yeah.
He had a lot of levels and behaviors that I had to figure out together. So it was fun.
Yeah.
It was really cool.
So he said unfortunately he couldn't make this though. I don't know. So I guess he wasn't still there when it went over.
No, he
Yeah.
was
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah. Well, I had to help Patrick. Patrick's over at the legislature right now. Yeah. So.
Right here in Troy?
No, at in
Albany?
Capitol, in Albany. Yeah. Yep. They're working on passing the budget, and it's yeah. If you follow the news, local news at all, you'll get an idea of things. I brought games to play. Because they're doing a lot of sitting around and meetings to discuss things. So. He actually, this morning, came in for about 20 minutes and then left. That was like after staying there all night.
God.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's intense.
yeah, it's quite a thing nowadays. It wasn't always like that, but quite a bit more. Oh.
I have come. This is very different.
It's almost unchanged, actually.
John just calls them out like that.
I didn't want to be credited. I didn't want to be thought of someone who actually got something done.
What happened to the hats?
Oh, they're there. It's just they randomly generate when I run the game.
Oh, and you got them. It's like, I remember there being hats. It's okay.
Well,
As long as the hats are still there.
now I'm just disappointed.
Wait, well, I just hope to God this works.
Good gremlin.
Yeah. Nope. Wait, yes,
Well,
it did. It's just rendering. Now it's like one mesh.
Lots of materials. Though it didn't look like it needed lots of materials.
Well, because each color is its own material.
Didn't it have like 2 colors?
Well,
Was it red and
no, I'll show you again. I mean, because there's red, black, and white.
so it's 3.
But it's
Oh, and then there's a kind of different pink.
yeah, it's like
Pink in the middle.
yeah, it's a little bit of a different color. But the thing is, because it's not.
Used to spotting difference in color, actually. Because
So
my
was
job.
it generating like a whole bunch of them? Like I could see 4
Probably,
maybe, but
yeah, probably each like shape, since it was like a separate shape, it probably generated like if someone like even if there's like black in a bunch of places, like it's probably generating like a different material for like each instance of black or something. Because I mean, it's not like properly UV'd at all, since they're just a bunch of separate objects. Which UV is another thing that I got a D on in college. UV, I don't know. I forget what it stands for, but it's like Taro or Jace could explain it better.
well, U maybe, or what could that stand for? Universal underneath.
Something vector. Let's see.
Yeah, V could be vector, vertex, vertices, volumetric. Find the ultraviolet.
UV mapping. The letters U and V denote the axes of the 2D texture because X, Y, and Z are already used to denote the axes.
Oh my god, it just means 2 dimensions.
Yeah. So, well, yeah, I mean, but it's like, I guess this is kind of the best representation of it, of like, it's like kind of like an unwrapped version of a mesh.
I've never seen stuff like that in the Blender tutorials. When
Yeah.
you do that, but
It is basically like a game model texture. Talk about UVs.
it's like the reason it's UV because they couldn't call it XY. That's why it's called UV. Is what I just
Yeah.
read right there. Such a disappointing name.
What?
UV. What was it? The wiki
Uh.
page said it was named UV because XY was already taken for 3 dimensions.
So that's our Chupacabra.
X, Y, and Z.
Perfect.
I do. It's a very interesting like solution for
Could make it larger so like the player could fit inside, so like it eats the
Yeah.
player.
Oh, it's just big.
Sort of explodes into this.
Now that's scary.
Yeah. I like their solution for like it's just like a cannon and then it's just some sort of fireball. I guess it's emitting because there's like a tongue here. Oh my God! There's like bumps on the tongue. That's intense.
Somebody went through a lot.
Except the tongue, was that tongue flat? Like it has no. Oh, okay. They just flattened it a little bit. I thought it
Yeah.
was just paper thin. And the teeth.
I like it. I'm gonna.
Well, you are ultimately the final say.
Oh jeez. It is not the most. There's definitely a way I could optimize the materials on it, but we're not. We're not.
We're not at optimization stages yet.
We're
right?
not. Optimization is a dirty word here.
So has there been any submissions so far and requests on what we need to add to this game?
I don't know.
I don't think
Well,
so.
we could. Yeah.
I haven't seen any.
We've
in
been
the
looking
chat.
at chat.
Yeah, we don't have many people in the chat right now. It's electrical skateboard. That's one I don't recognize.
French Bear Pizza.
That's right.
That was from beginning of February.
Tacos actually.
All right. Well. So what are we gonna do with that? Now we just gotta create the logic that makes this thing come to life.
Yeah,
The
I
other
think
thing dies?
I think for the time being, we're just gonna have it so like if it hits 0, then it'll turn into this, and I think I'm gonna have this be like a separate. Maybe it'll delete the. I don't know. Maybe it'll delete the chinchilla model, and then it will or the chinchilla actor, and then create this thing, which will have like a different actor with like different behaviors.
Yeah.
Because we want it to be completely like it will. I mean, I guess just like having it just delete and spawn a new thing is the easiest way to do it.
I think so.
Yeah, because I was just thinking out loud, because like I don't want to like merge all that stuff together, and then has to keep track of if it's evil or not, basically.
Well, the health gauge would be the evil gauge.
Yeah.
When it has positive numbers, it's not evil. When it has negatives, it is. But yeah, I think that's the easiest way. And then when these things die, you could just have them do the opposite, right? They just instantiate the whatever.
Yeah.
The nice one.
Oh, excuse me. All right, so this is working. That works as a Chupacabra. I was saying before, I don't know who was here for that, like besides Greg, but saying this is like easily, if you think of the word Chupacabra, like this could be a definition for it. this thing.
Sure.
Constantly
You
screaming.
get those eyes that blink, right?
Yeah. I wish you didn't say that, because now I just thought of a way you could do it.
Real quick, you just put like one of little 3D spheres in front of the eyes.
Yeah, I was just thinking, just blink in and out. It wouldn't look pretty.
We'll put it on the table board.
Yeah, it'll be the
Maybe next
polish.
episode.
Yeah. So
Maybe next time we could do the animations. You know, the blinking, the saliva.
maybe we gotta do sound at some point. I think we gotta figure out a few things.
Sound would be great. We could make our own sounds, right?
Yeah,
We got a microphone.
that's true. that would be interesting. Come on, save all assets. Save all.
Save all. Control Shift S.
So much material is being saved.
It's like 50 gigabytes.
Really?
No. It would be great. It's like
Oh yeah,
say
that's a 50
hard-
gigabyte model.
Hard disk is out of space.
Yeah.
That's not that bad. 36 gigabytes.
Man. Wonder what
Though I
the
have no basis of comparison. Maybe that is a lot for what it is. I don't know.
probably not. That's 130. 100. Yeah.
So maybe it is a lot.
Well, it's probably very optimized, because it's just poly models instead of just a bunch of poly shapes put together. So okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm going to bring in monster.
This is a cute baby.
And game BP.
What if they just all started like these cute babies and you had to dust them and then they turn into chinchillas? And they slowly grow though if you don't dust them into the big monsters.
Yeah.
I think you're giving him too many ideas.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, that's alright.
No, we just want to delete it and instantiate the other one. So let's do that.
First thing I gotta do actually is correct the. That's It's not letting me. I'm gonna. Static mesh.
Oh, Aaron made it onto the chat.
Oh, nice. Hey, Aaron.
And
Wait, static.
Sorry I missed you.
Yeah, I'm sorry I did not come by, but I also apologize because I'm very distracted. I'll show you.
focus.
I guess I gotta. I'm conflicted. I gotta maximize to see better what you're doing on the screen. Let's see. Transforms.
I'm trying to figure this out because the mesh is not letting me select it in a way where I can move it around. I don't know why. That's interesting. You can see that it's gonna like make a pop up. Enables or disables. Oh, what if? Boy.
What's wrong with the mesh?
Well,
Not
it's.
zeroed or something?
I'm trying to, yeah, because it's like it's at an angle a little bit. So I'm trying to have it so like it's 0 is just facing like 8 axes. So I might.
Is it a bug or a feature?
I think it might be a feature at the moment. Alright, alright.
It might have
Oops.
to be something you can't change. Well, you should be able to change it here. You shouldn't have to go back to Blender to do that.
Yeah, I'm actually going to close out Blender because I don't really need that at the moment. Yeah, so I'm trying to make it so like it'll be at 0.
Well, why don't you? Well, we just do an invisible square. We parent this thing to the invisible square that's angled, so it looks like it comes.
Yeah.
So I guess it doesn't. I mean,
Well, it says it's inherited. So that's it. Yeah, this is the thing I'm not understanding. Oh, all right, fine. Maybe I need to do this the opposite way because I think because it's an inherited. I don't know. It might be a very weird quirk of Unreal where I think I might need to make a empty game object first and then add in the model to edit it. Because I think doing it this way, it's not liking, it's not enjoying that.
okay, yeah. That was just thinking that was a kind of a workaround.
Yeah.
Maybe that's just part of Unreal. Then we could think about later giving the thing logic,
Yeah.
sounds, animation, maybe its
So-
own health gauge. Or you just use the same health gauge. Just go reverse.
I can see the Unreal Engine twice. But
Oh, yeah. Give me a second. There you go. All right. Think that fix it?
Yep.
All right. Yeah, it's going to be a little goofy.
well, Aaron wants me to say Happy Easter to everybody.
Oh, happy Easter.
Thank you.
So yeah,
Oops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. we got a Chupacabra.
I got it working in the other screen.
Is anybody looking forward to LD41?
I might.
You might be.
I don't know.
I am. The only time I find time to make games is game jams anymore.
Basically.
Yeah, it should be fun.
It's gonna be a busy weekend though.
Oh hey.
And not to mention that we got pizza on Taro, right?
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
No, that's unfair. But yeah, it should be a good time. I'm looking forward to it. They released the theme, didn't they?
They did not.
No.
They opened the theme suggestion form, so you can now suggest themes. Should go and do that right now.
Chinchillas?
Huh?
Chinchillas?
Yeah,
We'll get a head start. No, I don't think chinchillas would be a good one because I don't think enough people would know how to spell it. It'll end up being like 3 different suggestions based on its spelling.
All right, so this is what we got. So yeah, now this is.
Yeah, that looks creepy enough.
Yeah, I like the cylinder idea there.
I think I'm going to. Is this what all these characters are doing as well? It's not.
So weird. That white whatever, those things.
The orbs. Yeah, it's like a it's basically like an empty game object, like how in Unity it's just a point.
But you can't make it invisible.
I can.
Oh, okay. Okay. I thought it was always there.
It's stuff like, this is like how they rendered the camera, the game camera, which is really weird. I mean, I don't know. It's like it's a very goofy Unreal thing of like, here's all this fancy, like let's just texture and model a camera that is just used in the editor only, basically. But I'm going to. What am I going to do?
Oh, do you want to see what it looks like up close in person?
The gremlin?
Yeah. Like
The Chupacabra?
Well, I meant like hit play and see what we can do with it. Actually, interesting. That's fine.
Yeah. So it's doing nothing.
Oh, that's gonna be a problem, huh?
Yeah.
Well, not the. I was thinking more shooting in the middle and it bounces off of it.
Yeah, that might be interesting.
We can fill up on it.
Yeah.
It's a video game logic. It's fine.
So what I'm gonna do. So So I think these guys.
What's the eyepiece?
The eyepiece. So one thing I was actually going to say is like I think the way I've set up this creature is like it actually has like some logic and it's just got some like components on it that can make it so I can control it a lot better with AI, which I did not initially do with the chinchillas. But I think I might leave it like that because I kind of like the idea of the chinchillas like kind of just bounce around a little bit and don't really do much. And when they turn to chupacabras, then they become directed and something, which might be a lot of stuff to try and do. But I guess I was just saying because like I was the next thing I was about to do was try and add the character components to the chinchillas, but I think I might leave them as they are.
Okay. So does that mean next thing you can do the you can do the logic for the monster or the
I think
inspiration and deletion logic?
I think I'm going to do the transition because I mean we don't have that much time tonight with everything, but I think I will do the transition where as soon as it hits 0 it'll like despawn one, spawn the other, and then other behaviors start. Or it won't. I don't know if we'll get to the point where we'll do other behaviors, but we could definitely.
Yeah.
I think.
Well, they might give us goals. Well, anyways, yeah, I was thinking about in these episodes, right? Each one could have like a theme. Like today's the sound. We're just gonna all
just yell into the mic.
After you figure out the after you figure out the main theme of the game, like chinchillas, and then we have each episode dedicated to an aspect of it. Interesting.
Maybe. Yeah, I think the next. Well, so I mean, since I was saying before, not going to be that long. Probably like go till 10 tonight, just because I gotta leave tomorrow super early. But I think we'll probably do like one more. We'll do an extra stream, which probably just be polish. I think, but I think the next 2 I want to focus on having actual gameplay happen. Of like, chinchillas rain down. You have to like interact with the vending machine in some way to get more dust packets to keep them happy, and they keep spawning, and then the chupacabras start appearing, and maybe I don't know. We have to figure out an end goal.
Well, it would just be, maybe, we'll figure it out then. But, it's possibilities, once they all turn, then you lose type deal. You get a set number of chinchillas you have to take care of, and if they all turn at the same time, then it's your lose state.
There we go. It's pretty close.
Yeah, it's pretty close to the ground.
Yeah.
You just feel like you just jump right in.
Yeah. How big are they compared to the... I might make them
It's almost like I can imagine the chinchillas turned inside out. That's why they look like that. Like,
maybe.
They just got like unwrapped.
That's interesting.
Unwrapped and emptied.
It's like a chinchilla tube.
Yep.
That's horrifying.
Yeah, well, John picked the monster.
I was trying to figure out if like the each. Okay, no, it's just a goofy looking thing. I was trying to see if like the individual components were ballooning as I was scaling it up, but I don't think that's the case. So I'm going to fix it a little. It's just goofy. I like it. All right, so now we got that actor. Let's check it out.
Interesting. They don't hit the ground.
Yeah. I do gotta figure out like if I want that, because one thing I was thinking for like half a minute was like if we had like different monsters, like they would be based on like what kind of hat they had. So like so it would be I mean, guess like just thinking out loud, like the cowboy chinchilla would turn into more like a farm hand, or not a farm hand, but like a farm animal thing. The witch would be like a flying monkey maybe or something. Top hat would be some sort of, I don't know. This seems like what a top hat chinchilla might turn into.
Okay.
I guess.
Oh yeah, it was like the top hat, like.
It like swallowed it
Oh my god.
or something. I don't know, but I think if I had ambitions, I would probably do that. But this is good enough for now. I like it so much. All right.
Yes.
So.
And I would personalize it. I think we're only limited by time with that. That's it.
Yeah.
But I think that's a really good idea. And then the good people can say like, oh, so and so turned. The top hat rat turned, not rat, but chinchilla turned. And then they have their own personalities, because then you could code their own logic for it too, right?
Yeah. So happy increase is hat. Just seeing how this. Oh, so I don't know. You can see. So I have like a decent rate of.
Oh, you're looking at your editor there.
At the editor, yeah. So I'm seeing like what the idea of this thing will do. Because we got like the chinchilla's happiness decreases at a pretty decent rate. I mean, like at a rate where it's like I think it's manageable with like a couple. And I just said the increase every time it gets hit with a dust packet is 10. So we're losing, I guess, about like it takes like probably 10 seconds for it to, or what's the actual rate? So I think like 30 seconds for it to drain 10 or something. So that might be manageable with like if you had like 8 or something, but if you're also managing like how many dust packets you have, I'm doing like actual game design, like theory of figuring out this game. It's so goofy.
But do you have an indicator like of who you hit, or you just gotta remember?
I was trying to work on that a little bit, which I think I might do some research on how to do a better heads-up display, like HUD or UI or something in Unreal. This poor like chinchilla's getting buried.
You don't necessarily need it. You just.
Yeah, I'm trying to think, because what I was the first run of it I was trying to do was have a like average happiness meter, so like it would just like grab all the chinchillas in the scene. It would like, you know, figure out like what's the average happy rate among them, and then that counter would just like slowly go down. But it doesn't really tell you that much besides like if we're having like individual chinchillas, like, you know, unless there's like an independent. Actually, that might be interesting to have like a kind of like a group happiness level, maybe. So like maybe at a certain point, if they're like just all really unhappy, they just pop and turn into monsters, and then you have to like run away or something.
Yeah, I think either one of them are fine, individual or average.
Yeah. I'll do individual, because I can also add on like having the average rate later.
Yeah, that would be a simple change.
I'll just have like an easy trigger for it to swap. Yeah. We had a we left this running for like 20 minutes or something. We had this like gigantic rock pile of just like a couple of chinchillas buried.
Yeah, the computer had some issues with that. It didn't like it so much.
I do need to work on the collider box. I don't know, because I do really want to like just be able to have a dust packet go straight through it.
That would be funny.
It's such an inspired idea. I
guess you just have to add like 2 colliders to this, and there's just a hole in the middle that you don't collide with.
Maybe. I think this capsule is a collider for the player. It would be very tricky to get right, I think, in a way that will work. In a way, I guess I would like it. So I'm not gonna bother with it yet. So what I'm gonna do, I think, is, so if we're going, I think I might just develop a trigger for it to, before we have like it actually be conditional of when it'll trying to think of the word.
You just want to test it, like you push a button and it does it?
Yeah, like just have like a Boolean set up, so like if this Boolean is selected, then pop the Chupacabra out. Because I think that would be easier than like having to tie it directly to a. Which, I mean, yeah, this is very basic stuff, but I'm tired, so I'm just like.
No, it'll be quicker too, because otherwise you have to sit there and wait for the happiness gauge to go down or something.
Bless you.
You have to fiddle with those settings. I mean, that's just, from what I hear, a good coding principle, right?
Yeah. No idea how to spell Chupacabra. I'm not gonna learn it.
Just do chup, like you did chin.
Yeah.
And you have chup and chin.
Yeah. That's true.
Well, we can always change that. Anytime somebody types in Chupacabra, our game pops up.
That's true. I'm gonna leave that open.
Really?
We gotta get our SEO up or whatever. Alright, so
you just pay for that too, right?
I think, yeah.
How to spell that? Yeah, I guess so.
Chupacabra. Alright, so if true, then spawn.
studying Godot, so hopefully I'll have a lesson of that in the near future.
What are you studying?
Godot,
Oh,
3.
Godot.
We had a pretty decent interactive showcase, I'd say. A couple of people kind of poured in here and there.
That's good.
Had a
Yeah.
lot of women coming in actually, and they enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah, the intergalactic game was a hit.
Galactic Neon.
Yeah.
Suddenly Thousands was surprisingly a hit too.
Well, you know, you'd be surprised.
Yeah.
There are lots of different game players out there.
Absolutely.
Oh, I
Open
should be
Hack
watching
on
this
Thursday.
screen.
Looking for an excuse on the project to move on. What time is this? It's 6 o'clock.
No idea how to. Alright. I might have. What happened? It just replaced it with bad.
Oh, wow.
That's an interesting bad.
Wow.
Okay. Compile. There we go. That fixed them. I broke something somewhere.
It's quite interesting. They tell you what broke. Well, maybe they tell you what broke.
Yeah. Well, it's like a weird thing with, I guess coming from Unity, it's weird because like if a code, the code component of a like Unity object is broken, like it won't like remove it from the scene like that. It'll just say, you know, it'll just tell you like directly where it's broken. So it's interesting, but that's how.
Yeah. Most time it'll stop the game, right? Or it won't even compile. It's depending on your.
Yeah. Thing is, we made the gremlin. Alright. Whoops. Spawn actor. God damn it. I apologize, but I'm very tired. So I was trying to figure out like why my class wasn't working. It's because I had the wrong name I was typing in. And I'm pretty sure this is like the third time this has happened on stream. Because it's like I was trying to search for like the wrong name of the actor I needed to spawn. So I need to. Get so. I'm gonna see what happens. I've set it up so like it will. Oh my god! It worked.
So
Maybe.
they will all spawn into the monsters?
Yeah.
Don't you love it when something works the first time?
I'm very surprised.
Second time, I mean.
Yeah. Very, very surprised it worked, but I am not complaining. to I may go in and correct this go in and correct the rotation at all. I don't know if I could do it from here. I might have to do it in Blender, but I might do that later before I upload this.
Yeah, still having problems with the orientation of the model?
Yeah, because like the default orientation makes it like really offset, which it's not like a big deal, but it kind of will make it harder later on to do some things correctly. That's good enough. That works. Look at that. They all turned. All right. So I will make this by default off. Interesting. Branch. Increase it a little bit. Alright, so now here's the moment of truth.
Look, I did not
So I've increased the rate.
So they're just gonna pop out at once, huh?
Yeah.
Scary. Oh, I see. So they all have a same consistent rate. Interesting.
Yeah, it's basically like from when they spawn, but I think the way we're going to do it is like they're all going to spawn at, like you're not going to, you might have like one or two spawn at the same time, but I don't think they're all, I need to see if they're actually decreasing or not.
Yeah, where's the debug log that shows you the health rate decrease?
Current value equals 0. Oh, whoops, I got that backwards. It is very confusing to look at. So if okay.
Alright, now it's set up.
It should be set up. Oh, whoops. Nope, I am dumb. Never mind. Okay, I got the, I'm setting it based on condition. So like in the code, it is off of the event. I meant to set that up for like every tick.
Every tick they check to see if they're below the health.
Yeah. There's like a sequence. Forget. There's like some module flow control. Oh, sequence.
Oh, that worked.
Oh, it worked. What? All right. Let's do
They
it.
also shifted all a little bit. I
Yeah.
guess that's to be expected.
We'll do this a lot faster, I think. Yeah, I think what happened is because when it's spawning, it's because there's two colliders. So I think it's like it's trying to spawn it at like the next closest empty space, basically. So I might.
Then you just gotta despawn first, right? Just like-
Yeah, I think I'm going to disable colliders on the Chupacabras and have them like, just basically like there's a half second where it's going to be like it's going to be sharing the same space as the chinchilla. So I'll just have it so like by default, although I need to kind of think about that a little bit because they have gravity. So like I want them to not fall through the floor. Sometimes that's what happens in Unity. I don't know if it'll happen here, but we're also coming up on the. So let me fix. Let me put this.
That's weird. You just can't assign the orders so they don't hit each other. Like first, just spawn them, then do the other thing.
What if I spawned them like above? Like just they spawn above the
They, like,
chinchilla,
fall into the
into a little bit. Yeah, that might be the easiest.
Let's see what it looks like.
Yeah, let me.
Yeah. I don't know if there's any craziness to do with just parenting it to the chinchilla. It's just weird. Yeah, maybe I'm just not used to that coming from Unity.
Yeah, I think it's just gonna be a little weird. I mean, there's
That's
definitely better ways to do it, but like since we're doing this the quick and easy way, everything's gonna be very not the way you would actually code in Unreal.
Yeah, I mean, alternatively, you can just save the position of the chinchilla and then give it to the Chupacabra after it
Yeah.
spawns.
I mean, if we're doing this like more legit, like the way I probably would have done it is I would just set it up so like it would be kind of like sharing the same, like it would just be a model change rather than a new instance. But just because I'm not that used to Unreal to dealing with like giant blueprints, it's kind of just I don't know. It's just easier for me in the moment. I might change that later. We'll see.
Just messing with the render of the game object, I guess, using Unity
Yeah.
language and stuff.
Yeah, just swap the model rather than create like a new object and delete it. But it's just kind of I don't know. Like I think it would just work easier and not be as complicated because I mean you kind of look at the Windows is already getting this blueprint's getting like pretty noodly.
Well, if you plan on messing with the colliders, though, maybe destroying, because the colliders for the monster is going to be a lot different than if you get that far with the big hole in the middle. So maybe
Yeah.
just swapping the model.
I'm not entirely sure I'm gonna actually deal with the hole in the middle. it may just bounce off.
Is it just a squash box collider and a big box collider, and it's just like a sandwich?
Maybe.
Because the player is never going to be able to fit in these sides.
Yeah.
They might be able to shoot little dust packets through it. Maybe that's a problem. But then you just add 2 more colliders.
Yeah.
You make it a square.
I don't know.
But that's like a...
It's a lot of work. I don't know. I might.
Yeah.
I might think about for future streams, because I don't even know like how do you deal with the Chupacabras at this point, because you just have them like they just. This is at the normal rate I set for them, or not.
Well, that's working.
Oh wait, I
Instantiating.
know what I
connected. So that means the transition's working. It's connected to
Yeah.
health. That's good to go. We're ready to ship on that product. Now, what's the next thing? The vending machine?
I think so. There's a couple things to kind of think on, because we need to figure out like how. Well, I think the next thing I would want to do, so I think we're at the point where I just want to like kind of wrap up, and
Okay.
'cause I'm tired and got to get up early. But the next thing I think I want to do is like work on like the movement of like both creatures. Because I think the chinchillas will work better if they just kind of like bounce around a little, like randomly, like you just have random physics impulse. I like the idea of the chupacabras being like some sort of, I don't know, like maybe they'll chase you for a little bit. Maybe it'll like lose interest. But like, so I don't, the thing I need help figuring out, I guess, is like, how do we, like, what is, how, like, what is the end goal for this? Like, do we just like, because we're setting this up so like you're basically like never going to win, because it's just going to be like, you know, there's constantly spawning chinchillas. They'll always like need to be kept happy. There's going to be a finite amount of time before you just like or overrun with chupacabras. So like I don't know if it's like there's just like an escape pod. There's like a safe house or something. Like there's like an anti-chupacabra bunker you like have to dive into, or maybe there's like a.
Maybe it's more like a war games thing where once the player realizes they can't win, there's a button they hit that just kills all the chinchillas.
Maybe.
No, maybe it's too dark, huh?
That might
Like,
be
I don't.
the only winning play is not to play. Like, that's what
Yeah.
people in war games.
I
Because
really like survival game where you just keep going as long as you can.
that's what it seems like it would go to, and there'd be like a timer to see how long you can do it.
Yeah.
Maybe. I like
And it's
that
really
idea.
not- it's competitive. I guess there's no like winning state in that case.
Yeah, because it's just like see how long you can do everything.
Because in a way, I guess it's kind of like a simulator, a farming simulator. Speaking of like Stardew Valley, right?
Yeah.
How long can you keep these things
Happy.
happy? I guess. Yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
how else to say it. If it's like in their natural state, but we don't know if that's their natural state.
Well, we got this far. I'm pretty happy.
And there
with
could
that.
be like
Um,
there could be like a happiness gauge at the top, like an overall happiness gauge of the whole herd that you have to fill up.
yeah.
The longer you keep all of them happy, the more it fills up or something until it's full, and then you go to the next level or something.
Maybe. I don't know if we're gonna get far enough to have levels.
No. Well, if you wanted like a win state, that would be the
Yeah,
win
yeah.
State, right? Survival never has a win state. Survival.
I like the idea of like maybe there's like just a overall like happiness level. Like maybe there's like a way you can like have super boosts. Like maybe there's like a lever you can pull and it fills like the level with like dust everywhere, and they get like it's like a permanent, maybe not like permanent, but maybe it's like a massive boost enough. Like it
A
overcharges.
safety mechanism or a comeback
Yeah.
mechanic of some sort.
But I like the idea of like maybe there's like two win states or two like end states where it's like there's one where you can make them all like so happy that they won't turn into chupacabras, or one where you just like fail and they're all chupacabras, and I guess you just have to escape or something. I don't know.
Oh, okay. I can see it.
That's my initial thoughts.
Maybe like their happiness feeds this machine, and once this happiness gets full, you hit the lever, like you said, and the whole place gets dusted, and now they're in they're like in their heaven state,
Yeah.
and you win, right? Because now they'll never. Versus, I guess the other way is if they all turn into monsters, then use that same machine.
Maybe.
To get out of there.
Yeah, I like the idea of like maybe it's, you know, maybe there's like, well, I mean this is kind of getting complicated now, but maybe there's like 5 levers or something in the level where it's like you have to pull each of them to like getting enough happiness in the chinchilla flock. Maybe that'll be it. So like maybe it's just like a lever where you just hit it and it increases their happiness, and there's just like little dust particles everywhere. But like you have to hit all of them, and then the Chupacabras, if they attack you, they slow you down or something.
So I guess that means it's like a little platformly puzzly too. You're hitting these levers.
Yeah.
And at the same time, though, these things are changing in the monsters, so you should be shooting them so they don't change. So it's kind of like platform, shooting the monsters,
Yeah.
puzzly, get all the levels, levers.
So oh man, now I'm thinking like so like I'm thinking. So we can have it kind of like a platformer thing. Also, is like anyone in the chat like have ideas before I go too far?
I think,
Yeah, Taco,
Tacos.
he'll do a suggest. So I think he's got one. I don't know.
I don't know.
I can't.
Each type of Chupacabra has different values for stats, abilities, etc.
Alright, it's on you.
Maybe could have them. I don't know. Maybe there's like a rage mode or something where they get like maybe like when they turn they like become really aggressive and they try to follow you. They're a little faster and then. So, but the thing I was thinking is like you could. So it's like it's kind of like a platformer. Like it's this level will be like it won't be huge, but like you have to make your way around, and there's like 5 levers, and each time you like pull the lever, it'll like reset all the the chinchillas. So like if they're a Chupacabra, to like switch back, maybe, for like a little bit. So like the idea is like maybe you have to hit all 5 levers and then you win the game. Because like you flood it with dust. But the thing is like maybe they're spawning all over the place, so like you have to. So maybe there's like so many of them that like you can't really like ever collect like enough dust bags to like effectively keep them from all turning into Chupacabra. So maybe it's like if you are in an area where there's like a lot of them, like maybe you come to so maybe there's like a courtyard here where there's like 9 of them or something. So you have the dust bags to kind of like keep them at bay a little bit. So we do need an indicator of like when they're about to be Chupacabra.
Yeah, I'm just thinking as a player.
It's gonna come on firm.
Yeah, I guess it's true. I mean, I would just always go for the lever because it seems to be the most cost-effective solution.
Yeah.
Instead of the bags, and the bags would just be emergency. Maybe I use them.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of thinking. Like maybe it's just like you have to. The levers are like the more important thing, and the bags are like there's vending machines around you can collect more, but they're more of like a, they're a stopgap for like what's around you directly rather than like an effective solution.
I mean, you could make the levers not workable until you use enough bags on some. Like you have to increase the level using the bags, and then the lever, then you go hit the lever, which then also helps with the rest.
Yeah, maybe.
I guess I know how long the bags took and all the stuff to get the bags done there, and then it's
that's the thing. Now we're
it's gonna be this thing that maybe is never used if someone's just running through the level hitting the levers.
I need to work it out because like if I get the vending machine working. Because the vending machine's like a interactive thing. Like basically, it's like you go up to it and you hit E or something, and it'll do that. So if I get that working, then I can get a lever working, and we can add conditionals to that. So we just gotta kind of think about like what conditionals kind of make sense.
Yeah, and even with the autosave, even with the Taco Pill is suggesting make it like an arcade game where you're shooting for a high score instead of the end.
Yeah. That's
like
what I'm thinking.
The vending machines you could do limited too. Like you can't keep reusing the same one, so then that keeps the player moving.
Yeah, like it'll just be like a one-use thing. It's like maybe so.
And they just kind of pepper around the level.
Yeah, so there's only like a couple. I don't know. I think so. We are coming up on when I wanted to kind of stop. So I think like. I have some ideas for next time. We're in a spot where I'm pretty happy with, which is good. So, like I was saying earlier, sound. Yeah, we need sound at some point.
Should we make that like a theme for next time? So people want to contribute sounds.
I do want to put an open call out. I will try and get some more streams of this up, but I did want to like kind of advertise like I did have this thing where it's like if you emailed me with like assets, like I would try to work assets into the game because I know we have people who probably can't make it to the stream, but if they want to contribute that way, that would be cool. So I could put a call out. We could do some sounds live. I think that might be interesting. We'll see if the chat will enjoy us like snarling into the microphone or something. But
of course they will.
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
But but we're in a pretty good spot, I think, because we have like our main mechanic in there, and we've got some ideas we could work around with it. So we'll see where it'll actually end up. But like I was saying, like I think we might do an extra stream of this because I was saying I wanted to try and cap it at 6, but since we had basically an hour tonight, I'll do an extra stream to kind of just like do catch up polish or something. We'll play it by ear, but anyway, make sure everything's saved and then save all levels. We'll swap out to the title card.
Does Unreal have you know how Unity has like that collaborate thing, their cloud service that backs up your projects? Does Unreal have something like that?
Possibly. I would have to look into it.
Okay. I was just wondering if you knew or not. You don't have to look it up or anything. I can do the same. Just wondering if you knew offhand.
I didn't know offhand. Thanks everyone for stopping by this shorter stream than normal. Next week I'm not going to be around because I'll be at PAX East. So maybe we could just do Stardew, like everyone could Stardew more. I could see if I could try and send someone my save, the save we started. I don't know if we want to keep with that save. I don't remember where we left off. Stardew.
I don't know, maybe a week into it. I don't remember the days.
Yeah.
I remember we just passed out continuously. Never didn't go to bed because you didn't need to.
Yeah.
You just they would take care of you, so whatever. Charge some fake money fee.
Yeah.
I'd be interested in that woodland, starting something in that like monster area.
Maybe.
Just because on the stream we're not gonna have time to finish it, so that might be like an exciting couple hours where we die or something.
We could figure it out. So, but I mean I'll talk with everyone. We'll figure it out. Probably will be Stardew because that'll be easy to stream and lightweight and whatnot. But I will also be at PAX East if you're around at PAX East with a couple other TVGS and Albany folks. So
yeah.
Twitter at us, I suppose, if you're going to be there.
There's actually going to be 3 panels spoken from local developers, not from our TVGS location per se, but nonetheless 3 speakers, 3 panels. There's one on Thursday and 2 on Saturdays, talking about, I think the first one is transmissions, about advocacy for trans people. That's on Thursday, and then the last 2 are women in esports and the morale for the ethical use of monetization methods in games in general. That one's going to be interesting for hopefully the right reasons. The person who's speaking for that and happens to be watching probably knows what I'm talking about.
So that'll be cool. I guess we could also like poke. We'll do Twitter boosts, whatnot.
Yeah.
But anyway, so next. Wait, are we doing? No, IGDA's next week.
IGDA is in fact next week. Yes.
So we'll be hosting them on their Twitch channel. It's like IGDA Albany, I think.
Albany IGDA.
Albany
It's
IGDA.
even weirder than that.
That's weird.
Yes.
But anyway, so that'll be that stream. Next week will be Stardew probably, and then we'll do another build a game and start closing in on an actual game. We're getting there. That'll be fun. All right, thank you. Oh, all right. I'm very glad I it was streaming my Facebook, but it is the title card, so no one saw
Yeah,
that.
it's a title card.
Okay, cool.
I've been watching it. You good?
Yeah.
All right.
I had no idea Facebook was on.
So thanks everyone who stopped by and gave suggestions, and we will see you next week. Good night.
Alright, cheers.